What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time. Going through some stuff. I was working on the truck last. I was working on brakes. I don't even know if I recorded it or if I posted it. So I did brakes and shocks, and but then my personal vehicle's brakes went down, and there was a problem with that. So I switched them out, and now I'm gonna have to get new brake calipers anyway for my truck. Some other stuff you missed. I finally got the doors on, but one of my hinges, or two of my hinges on the driver's side, the nuts wouldn't come out, so I tried to weld them and back them out, and then they like stripped inside the hinge. So there's always that. Yeah. So somehow I'm gonna have to go in and I guess I'm gonna cut the outside of a panel, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I got the door on with even with the strips, so I might not mess with that. I just might not do it. I don't know. I might fix it. I got bolts and nuts that match that I can weld in there. It's gonna be a process if I do that. But right here's the door on. Terrible. What is that? Oh, there's a box there. It makes it look like there's craziness going on. Actually looks better further away. You can get better angles, but it does need to be a little tighter. I think it's just the latch issue, though. I don't know. This cap looks good. Huh? Yeah, anyway. Okay. And then the other thing we're doing is we're trying to wire up the fuse box here. I've been watching another video of another YouTuber who's done lots of these, and this is my first time, so I gotta move some wires still, then splice some wires in, and then I should be there on being able to start this thing up. But this is what we got so far. Right now I've gone through this plug. This is my fuel pump wire. I'm going through this plug. This is, I forgot what this is. You got like only 4 wires on the whole plug. And now I'm going through this one and trying to, I gotta pull this one and swap it for one right here, I believe, and get rid of a few other wires. And then this thing with almost ready to fire up. I think I have to run a wire from a purple to the starter, and then an orange to the key for constant 12 volts, and I have to move. I think I have to cut. I don't know if I have to cut this wire here. I either have to cut this wire and then tap it to this lug, or there's another power wire that I got to cut and tap to this lug. I have to go back and look and see what he was doing there. So I'm going to stop and watch that video. Probably the whole time I'm recording my own video. Other than that, everything's been going good. I got the, I don't know, I also put the front differential together, transfer case in, tighten up the steering, suspension components, put new shocks in. I was working on the firewall last, trying to do my brake booster, but I welded the hole up, and then I messed up and cut the hole in the wrong spot. I hate admitting that, but got to. So, actually, I'm going to try to weld that hole up. I don't know, and maybe move it up a little higher too. I don't have room for my fuse box now, where the brake booster sits now, but my pedal sits in a good spot. That's the only problem. And then all this wiring in here that I have in here, I can like get rid of all of it basically. So I'm gonna have to go through that and strip all this. Well, you guys missed it, but I crawled around under the truck, got nice and dirty. Did some more wire clipping, pulling. I still got to go through the main engine connector here. But I went back and pulled out the factory one I was going to use for my lights and four-wheel drive and all that. And I'm just going to go the simple harness route and then just wire everything up with push button switches and stuff like that. We'll see how that goes. Right now, I don't care if I just get the engine running and get it driving in two-wheel drive. And then we'll work on the four-wheel drive after it's running. That's kind of where we are right now. We're not very far, and that's all I'm doing for today. After crawling around in there. Get a little dirty. Get a little dirty. So I got my push button start hooked up, but I've had something wrong with it ever since I had the key. Every time I try, the starter is not, it's a new starter, but hear it? Just clicks. Sounds like the solenoid's bad, but I don't know if it's short or what. I'll have to get down there and see how much voltage I got at the solenoid. What's going on, guys? I didn't really posted much since the last video. I'm back here again. I've hung doors, working on the fuse box. Right here, I came back here because I wanted to get my gas tank up, and then when I got my gas tank up, I wanted to wire it up, so I'm running some wires here. Fuel level sensor, sending unit, power for a fuel pump, and then I gotta hook up my ground for that. In the cab, we got the start button wired in, but I got some other issue going, but we got the start button wired in. Right now it will. Okay, that's off. Let's see. I gotta apply the brake here. But we'll brake. This system has got the brake on there. I don't know if y'all see it flash. I don't know if I gotta leave this pressed down to do this. Oh, let's try it one more time. Nope, can't get it too far. That's what I get right now. Anyway, I got something going on where the starter engages, but it's not turning over, so I gotta check that. But I'm not working on that right now. Right now, my four-wheel drive, my transmission harness. I don't know what these go to. Anybody knows, let me know. It comes with this plug here. The only plug that it connected up in the whole harness was this little guy, and I don't know what the hell it does. So all these went through another harness for my four-wheel drive actuators, I guess. One of these has got to be like power and stuff for the neutral safety switch, but I don't know which one it is. But I'm gonna have to look all that up to figure out my transmission stuff. I was working on this off video, cut a hole, messed it up, now I gotta redo it still again. I fixed it and then I messed it up when I installed it, so now I gotta fix it again. But you can't even see the hole because it's covered, but it's still bothering me. There's the other part to it. My garage is a mess. That's why I need this thing over, so I can roll it out, clean my garage, and then roll it back in. I can hear it humming, so that's good. Anyway, I'm just working on the fuel. I'm trying to get the fuel, see if I can hook the fuel pump up and see if I can hear that fuel pump running, and then we'll come back.